What's up everyone, Jake here, and this is a new series I'm going to be doing called Photoshop for Noobs. I'm just going to be running through some really basic stuff in Photoshop, because I've been getting a lot of messages, people asking me how to do stuff, and I always reply to them, I'll make a video on it, but I never do. So I thought I'll just cover everything now in just one big series, and if this series goes well, I'll probably go on to, I don't know, After Effects and Cinema 4D, and maybe some other programs, Sony Vegas, because I'm getting more confident in those. But yeah, we'll start with Photoshop because that's probably my best one. So I'll just show you how to make a background today, because that's what people have asked for recently. So open up Photoshop. I'm using CS5. CS4 is basically all the same though. If you need a background template, then I'll put a link in the description for one. Let me just open up mine. Yeah, so this is the background template, and I'm going to run through this really fast because I overran last time I tried doing this. So you'll see, if you come over to here, the layout, you'll see fade, modules and backing. I'm going to start just by merging all those by clicking on the top one, holding shift, clicking on the bottom one, and right clicking merge layers, just because for what we're doing today you don't need them all separate. Can come in handy sometimes, but for today just merge them all. I'm not going to do one with brushes because that will take way too long. Might make a really simple one next week or next time we do one of these, but I'll just do sort of, I don't know what you call it, pictures for today. Oh God, this is so weird talking to my Mac. I need to get used to this. But yeah, if you want pictures, go to alpha code as that's the URL. I'll put a link in the description. And yeah, I usually go to this abstract section, and here in the subcategory you have all of these different ones. So if I click on white, give me white abstract backgrounds. Click on red, and it will give me red ones. Yeah, so on and so forth. You just click on those, save as, really isn't that complicated. So file, open, I've already got loads of them saved on here. Where did I save them? Background art. Let me find a good one just for this simple tutorial. Yeah, if you already know your way around Photoshop, it probably isn't for you, but if you're completely new to it, as the title says, noob, then this is probably quite a good series to watch for you. So you just, when it opens up on here, I should show you that. You use this arrow with the sort of directional key thing, and that's just sort of the move button. So you just drag it up onto this, it opens up in a new document, drag it up onto this document, and you just let go and it'll be there like that. Then if you hold Control T, I think it is on Windows, on Mac it's Apple key T, but yeah. And then if you hold Shift, it doesn't go out of proportion when you're dragging, but if you just click without holding Shift, you can drag it out of proportion. So we'll just put it there. That's good enough, like that. And as you'll see, it's now covered up everything because it's at the top of here. Wherever it is in this like list here would be the one that's on top of the other ones. So we want this as the background layer, so we're going to drag this right down here like that. So now you see it's gone behind this one because this one's above it. I'll show you how to put a picture on top of this as well. So if you go File, Open, and we'll pick, let me find one, this one. And again, you just drag it onto this layer and drop it, and then we're going to want to put it up above that. Okay, if you, again, Command T, you can rotate. It's free transforming, so you can rotate, you can do whatever you really want to it. I'm just going to rotate it like that, and then I'm going to pull it over this background like that. Yeah, that's good. And you'll see that it's now covered up this top bar it's covered up this part here basically, the modules. And so what you want to do so that that goes over the top of that is you want to right click on this and go to create clipping mask, and that will just put it over the top of whatever layer is below it. So for instance in this one it's that. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the background if you want to be really simple with it, but we don't, so we're going to make it a bit more complicated. Double clicking on this, you'll get up the layer styles. Layer styles is basically just loads of different, I don't know what you call them, effects I guess, which you can add to whatever, it comes up with whatever you're using, so pictures, backgrounds, whatever. So if you, I'm going to add a stroke to it. Oh, I need a drink, sorry. So if you go down to stroke, you can change the colour and the size of the stroke. So I'm going to make it white. And yeah, you'll see that if I drag this out, it gets thicker. Drag it in, it gets smaller. I'd recommend probably 5 or a 6 for a background. There's loads of different options: pattern overlay, gradient overlay, colour overlay, which is basically that, or that, or that. So yeah, you can just, this is when it's getting a bit more complicated. You wouldn't do this with a background, you do it more with text. You can make it sort of stand out a bit. I might show you some text in a minute. Inner glow just makes it glow in, obviously. Outer glow glows out. In shadow and drop shadow, I'll show you those with text in a second. So yeah, once you've got that, go over here to your text tool and click, and we're just going to type in Photoshop for Noobs and click OK on that. Sorry, that's made a clipping mask. Let me just drag that up. There we go. So you'll want to pre-transform it and rotate it, or you may not want to. Don't know why you wouldn't, but you can put it wherever you want. So I'm just going to put it along the side here. As you can see, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but yeah, I'm not going to be for this because I want to rush it. So there you go. Again, you can add a stroke. We're going to add a black one. Oh. And I'll show you the drop shadow. If you click drop shadow, turn the distance up to about 15 and turn the size up a bit and the spread. You'll see it's just created a little shadow. You can see it just underneath. If I turn the distance up a bit more, you'll probably see it. See how it sort of comes out. But yeah, that looks really bad. So we'll just leave it at about 15. So yeah, that sort of makes it pop out a bit more. I'm not going to add this. Oh, I will actually. Let's add it a bit. As you can see, that sort of just rounds it a bit and gives it quite a nice effect. If you want to pause it now, you can, and just look at the settings I've got it on. Just mess around with this basically. Look, if I turn it up, it makes it pop out loads. Turn it down, makes it pop out less. I'm going to leave it on probably about an 8. So there, that is the background. How long has this been? 8 minutes. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this, I'll make more of them. Leave a comment if you want to make more. If you don't want me to make more, then I won't. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye.